guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you just joining for the very first time, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos. Today is the much anticipated Jaclyn Hill first impressions and review and look. So if you would like to figure out how I achieved today's look, then just keep on watching. You guys, she's finally here. And I'm so excited. And let's just take a moment, please. This palette is so unbelievably gorgeous. I am blown away with just how beautiful it is in person. This is just, wow. This blue speaks to me, the purple, really all the shades. So yeah. I am not gonna be doing any swatching for you today because there is 100 videos out there that have these swatches, and quite frankly, I don't believe in swatches. I believe in how it performs on the eyes, which is what I'm going to be doing for you today. My first impressions and a little makeup look. I've already done my eyebrows, as you can see, and primed the eyelids with some Shape Tape, so let's get into it. So like everyone else, I'm a little bit disappointed that this palette doesn't come with a mirror. But I can live without. It's not, you know, a total drawback for me. I do think that the message to her subscribers is very sweet, and I'm so glad that she decided to incorporate that in her palette. It's very thoughtful. So first I'm going to be dipping into Silk Cream as our transition shade. I'm going to be taking this on my Sigma E40 brush. Now there is a little bit of fallout, but most pigment eyeshadows, you're gonna get that, so not a drawback for me. And so far I really like the formula of this matte shade. It's not chalky at all, it's not powdery. This is beautiful. I will say these blend very well. I am very pleasantly surprised. This is my very first palette from Morphe that I've ever ordered, and let me done tell you, I thought I was gonna have to cut somebody to get my hands on this thing. Good grief, I have never. Now I'm gonna be mixing butter and Pooter, which those are some interesting names. Jaclyn, I don't really know what you were thinking there, but you know, those are interesting by far. Now I'm taking butter and Pooter on my Morphe E22 brush, and I'm just gonna mix them together. Gonna tap off the excess and just gonna go in and just deepen that up a little bit. So now I think I'm going to go in with Hunts, which is this really pretty brick red shade, because it's just kind of speaking to me. And I'm just going to be taking that on my Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to start creating that outer V shape. Oh, now that is pretty. That is very pretty. Girl, Jaclyn, I see what you did there. I see it. I see your vision, girl. Because, see, Jaclyn's all about those warm, red, smoky shades on her eyes. And I see. I see the allure. This is just, I don't see how anybody hates on this palette like this. This is, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. But see, I was initially scared because, you know, all the mixed reviews that I had been hearing and all the drama associated with it, which, you know, I'm going to be talking about that in another video, but that is kind of something I also wanted to take a moment and rant about, is in the beauty community, why is there such a raise for YouTubers to like just spit in the faces of these companies, man? It's just, and just dog their releases. I know that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but goodness, like, quit freaking people out, dude. Like, I had to just take a moment and rant. Sorry. Back to makeup. Back to makeup. For some reason, right here, I think it's because my eye waters so much, but I just cannot get the color to stay right there. It's not the palette, it's my eyeballs. They're weird. Stay. Ah. Do you ever have that happen when you put on your makeup? You have that one spot of your eye that just will not blend and it makes you so angry. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Jax, which is this deeper kind of red color. And I'm taking it on my Morphe E18 brush. And I'm just going to take this and just deepen that outer corner. I can already tell that I am going to get a lot of use out of this palette because it just has colors that I love and would use. Very, very pretty. I'm taking the shade SBN, which is right here, and I'm just kind of taking it on my finger, and I'm going to apply it with a finger on the eyelid. These shimmers, so they feel wet when you dip your finger in, and they're like almost kind of like a, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a putty feeling texture. But they are so smooth and creamy. I am liking. Y'all know how I like to use that middle finger to apply my eyeshadows now. I'm not mad at this palette. I'm not mad at it in any way. So now I'm gonna take the shade Obsessed, which is this one right here. I'm just gonna pop it right on the center of that lid. I'm telling you, it's a juggle having to have my palette in my lap and my mirror in my lap, I'm just saying. Now, since I lost some of that pigmentation of the Jax, that deeper red shade on the outer corner, since we added our lid shade, I'm gonna just kind of go back in and just deepen up that color just a little bit. It's gorgeous. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it over and over again, and you guys are gonna be sick and tired of me saying it, but wow, I'm impressed. So now that I have my eyes halfway done, I'm gonna be taking my foundation. Today I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow in shade 208 Sun Beige. And it looks like this. Now I have used their Pro Matte formula, but as I've said before, I've been kind of into more dewy foundations, and I know I have oily skin. Ooh, that was a little much, sorry. Ooh, that was a little much. We're gonna fix it. Anyway, I've been into just kind of glowier, more dewy foundations. And even though that I have oily skin, I just think they look better on me. Like, maybe I'm applying it wrong, but when I use matte foundations, my skin just looks like crap. It does. It looks cakey and gross, and I do not approve. I don't approve. Now on to concealer. As usual, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is my Holy Grail concealer. I'm just gonna go in and bronze the cheeks a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna contour today, at least not too much like I usually do. But I'm gonna be taking my butter bronzer, and unfortunately, this is the result. Rest in peace, butter bronzer. Let's just have a moment of silence for him. I want sort of a bronzier summer vibe today. So like I said, I don't think I'm gonna get too crazy with the contour. I'm just going for more of a bronzed appearance. I'm gonna take MILANI Baked Blush in Luminoso because I wanna continue just this glowy look. I don't know about you guys, but it's been so stinking hot this summer that I'm already ready for fall to be here. I'm ready for pumpkin spice everything right now. I dig that very much. Now I want to play a little bit more with the Jaclyn Hill palette. I want to pop a little bit of color on the bottom lash line and just be a little bit different. So there's one shade in this entire palette that I wanted to get this palette. When I first saw this shade, I was like, I gotta have this palette just for this shade alone. And that is this color right here. It's in the shade Pool Party. And I think I wanna pop that under the lash line just for a little pop of color and be a little bit different. So I'm gonna take that on my Royal and Lane Nickel brush, definer brush. I'm gonna first apply it without wetting it to see how it performs, and then I'll decide if I need to wet it for an additional pop. But so far, like when I put the base shade down on my eyelid, it really, I mean, you can use Fix Plus or a setting spray to intensify it, but I mean, it's pretty intense on its own. So I'm gonna just pop this right under. Oh, gee whiz. Yes. Yes. I can't even with this palette. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E30 brush, the pencil brush, and I am going to wet it with some setting spray because I just want a really intense inner corner. I'm just gonna line that water line. Okie dokie, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to apply some mascara and some falsies, and I shall return. Got my lashes on, and I think I'm gonna go for more of a nude lip with this look, because since we've got so much going on with the eyes. I'm gonna take the MEGALAST liquid catsuit from Wet n Wild in the shade Nudist Peach, and I'm just going to apply this. I'm gonna take the Cargo lip gloss in the shade Umbria, and I'm just gonna pop it there in the center of the lips. Now for highlight, just glow. All right, guys, so this is the final look. So my first impressions and review are this. I love this palette. Out of all the palettes that I own, this has to be my favorite by far. I think that this palette is just going to end up being one of just a cult classic, like the Modern Renaissance palette. Honestly, it's just so versatile. You have your pops of colors, you've got your neutrals, you've got warm shades, you've got cool shades. It's just got a little bit of everything. And honestly, this is a message for Morphe. If y'all don't make this a permanent addition in your line, you are nuts. You are nuts. I'm just saying. I will buy the crap out of this palette. If you make it permanent, I'll buy 50 of them because I am so impressed. I'm so blown away by the color, the blendability, the creaminess, just everything. Jaclyn, this is a message to you. Girl, you did your thing on this palette. I mean, girl, no wonder it took you 2 years to come up with these colors. They are amazing. Wow, that's all I can say is wow. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up because you're probably sick and tired of me telling you how just unbelievably gorgeous this palette is. But it does restock in August. I'm not sure about the times exactly, but just be looking out for that. If you haven't signed up on the Morphe website, they have an email thing where you can sign up to be informed on when they do have those release times for the next restock. And Jaclyn Hill also released a statement on Snapchat basically saying, and I think they're kind of alluding to the fact that they may be making this permanent, but she said that they're just going to keep doing restocks as long as people want them and as long as it's not in every single person's hands that wants one. But as always, guys, thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, if there's any ideas that you have for future videos, please list it in the comment section below or drop me a DM. I'll be happy to talk with you a little bit and get to know you. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks, bye.